Hello, my name is Rina. I'm a year 1 student studying digital arts computing in Goldsmiths, University of London. My practices explore various forms of digital media art, mainly focusing on 3D modeling, moving image, and interactive game design. Most of my works include the integration of technology with other disciplines like AI ethics, methodology, information overflow, and etc. So this time I'm going to introduce you my final project, which is an interactive online game project called Scam, being presented on the 2026 DAC degree show. So first, let's have a look at it. I will show you how the game works, including the game interface and gameplay process, as well as its physical setup on the side. As you can see in the display, Scan is an interactive online 3D game project with realistic scene building, which includes themes around QR code, information compression, and tangible experience. You might be wondering, where did my inspirations come from? Well, I was actually attracted by the concept and phenomenon of information transmission through QR code. All data is algorithmically encrypted into a code before being decrypted. So that makes such a small QR code contain so much information, including text, images, videos, websites, or even files. This creates a new Schrodinger's cat scenario within our contemporary technological environment. As a conceptual reference, I also refer to Walter Benjamin's aura theory, which transformed the beauty of irreplicable inspiration in artificial art into aura, and compared photography with the irreplicability of traditional portraits. This comparison is still applicable today, even more widely used due to the rapid development of technology. I also referenced Hito Sterlo's work, How Not to Be Seen, hoping to explore more topics about substitution, cognition, and subjectivity. The main question I want to throw to the audience is, our information transmission today grows even faster, yet we may simultaneously lose control over the information right before us, remaining utterly ignorant. Is this sense of being blind under the light truly desirable? Therefore, based on all of that background and context, the exhibition plays of the game scene were set up to simulate the shopping experience in the supermarket, but it only sells QR code blocks as a replacement of known groceries. Through modeling and 3D printing, I design and produce these truly volumetric, weighted, and texture scannable QR code blocks, giving them realistic features. Now they pop out from the flat electronic plane, where they usually appear, while adding more tangible experiences to the audience. These QR code blocks can be touched, picked up, selected, and scanned in reality. By adjusting the texture and material settings during printing, they now come in different sizes, colors, weights, and volumes. But ironically, we still cannot distinguish the content information and specific internal differences within our eyes. Now let's focus on the game. The monitor placed in the center of the exhibition hall showcases the interactive game I have created. You can browse through and interact with the game via a keyboard and a mouse. The game is divided into 3 parts. The first one is shopping, and the second step is to check out, and the third one is delivery. As a client, you could select the QR code blocks that you prefer and add them in your shopping cart, though it's hard to distinguish from their appearance. Through the checkout, by having a conversation with the cashier and choosing your stance, you can explore different endings of the plot. The final outcome of the game will be determined based on the player's actions and dialogue choices. The generated QR code will be displayed according to different endings. If you would like to take out your phone and scan the QR code, you will be able to achieve extended content of the game. The final information transported by the delivery process, which is the ending of story, delivered to your phone by scanning. In a way, it could be considered as a friendly invasion into your phone. Next, to inspect what I've done to build up the whole project, let me reveal some part of the technological details about this game, how the system was built up, and how the project changed over time. So basically, I built up this game by Unity 3D. I created 3D models by Blender and later import the .fbx files to Unity SX. Like those shelves in the supermarket, the cubes, the baskets, and the cashier. I have all my assets here, including 3D models, corresponding material mapping images, scripts, and image materials like the receipts. And most importantly, in terms of plot, I use Jiang Spinner to build a branching dialogue system. By setting up this plugin in Unity to connect different plot text nodes and set options, the audience can achieve multiple different endings, like 3 in total, of the game through different options. This greatly broadens the narrative of my game, and it allows everyone to have different insights and reflections on the story they have chosen. For the specific construction process, I first bind the camera to the viewing position of the shopping cart, and then ensure that the basic functions of the game can be run using WASD on the keyboard. Label the instructions for keyboard interaction and methods above the screen. Later on, I gradually add modeling, such as the blocks, and created a click system. After clicking on those QR code blocks with the mouse, it will be moved into the shopping cart. Then there is the transformation of the scene. I also set up a non-moving camera in front of the checkout counter, which is a demonstration of the second dialogue scene. The transition between scenes and the restart function are operated using buttons. I have set different scripts for the buttons so that they can successfully pop out or disappear at appropriate time. After successfully implementing the scene transition, I add the Jiang Spinner plugin to write dialogues, options, and the plot branches. In the final delivery stage, I use PS, AI, and Canvas to design and lay out shopping receipts. In the final delivery stage, I use PS, Adobe Illustrator and Canvas to design and lay out shopping receipts, and place different QR codes on the receipts to guide the audience to scan and obtain different final outcomes. The content inside is concept posters from different attitudes and positions when audience are making choices during the dialogues, which were also created using the design software. After 14 trial runs, including adjusting the ratio of graphics and text on the final 27-inch monitor, my game was successfully launched. It has become a completely playable project. There are some screenshots of the development process above. During the process, the biggest challenge for me is to link the functional transitions between various scene components. I am actually a beginner using Unity 3D, and it is not so easy for me to achieve two difficult functions for now. So I have deleted some of the content based on my original idea. I have to prioritize the minimum prototype of the game instead, which is more simple, smooth, and playable when given the limited time and the ability. I have also made significant changes in the construction of physical setups. Some of the facilities were too difficult to be obtained due to practical issues, you could say, from the sketch for details. And finally, I used simple cardboard boxes and baskets to build up the scene, and fortunately the effect was also worked very well. The above is my project record for this time. I sincerely hope that this work can bring some reflection on contemporary information compression and overload to the audience, while also providing personalized experiences through different narrative lines. To be honest, it feels really great to pick up these ideas and turn them into a playable project. And I think this record could also help me accumulate experience and provide a track record for the next project, making it easier to identify and fill in any gaps. Perhaps it will help me avoid some of the common mistakes in advance. I understand that as a Year 1 student, there might be limitations in terms of skills or abilities, but this project is also a valuable experience for me. Although it is not so perfect, I'm still proud of it and feel inspired by my first step. So, thank you for watching this and also for playing this game if you had been there at the exhibition day. Goodbye.